Welcome back. Today we're going to be making some chocolate covered strawberries, and I'm just starting here with washing our berries. I let these soak in vinegar water for 10 minutes and now I'm just rinsing them off. I'm making these chocolate covered strawberries for my husband's birthday, but if you happen to be making these for Valentine's Day, I feel like these are the easiest way to impress your Valentine. I usually make them every Valentine's Day because you really can't go wrong with chocolate covered strawberries. Now here I'm just going to place them on a towel and pat them dry. And I want to make sure these are really dry because I'm going to be storing these in the fridge for 2 days. And I want to not leave any extra moisture on them so they don't go bad. Now we are 2 days later. I'm going to start melting my chocolates. Starting with my dark chocolate, I'm going to get these all placed in a bowl, and then I set my microwave to half power level. And then I start with 30-second intervals, and then I go to 15 seconds and so on when it gets closer to being done, especially with the white chocolate because I find that to be more finicky and much easier to burn. My local grocery store did not have white melting wafers at the moment, so I had to go with these white chocolate chips, and they worked out just fine. I ended up having to thin them out a little bit with some Crisco, and here's our strawberries. They're looking beautiful still. Now I'm just going to check our melting chocolate, and I'm going to give it a stir, put it back in at half power level for 30 seconds. These melting wafers come out perfect every time, so silky smooth and perfect to dip your strawberries in. You're going to want to make sure you work kind of fast with this because it's going to harden up as you go. I'm going to dip all my strawberries first, and then I'm going to go ahead and decorate them. You can decorate them with a chocolate drizzle of a different color, and sometimes I like to use colorful sanding sugar. We did get started on our breakfast freezer meals, but as I'm making this video right now and doing the voiceover at the moment, my family came down with another viral infection, so I decided to hold off on the last breakfast freezer meal, and I wanted to hurry up and get this video out for you guys in the meantime. I'm also concerned about freezing the germs and pulling them out at a later date and infecting ourselves again. I don't know if that's a real concern or not, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. With 2 little kids in school, we've gotten sick back to back this year, and I really don't want to take any extra chances. If you have any immune boosting suggestions, please feel free to comment. I will gladly take any advice. So now for these dark chocolate ones, I want to do a white chocolate drizzle. So you want to make sure you have nice thin chocolate for this. That's why I thinned it out with the Crisco before. If I had coconut oil, I would use that. I don't currently have any, so this is what we used. Now moving on from that, I'm gonna take some strawberries and dip them fully into my white chocolate. My white chocolate did come out just a tad lumpy. That's okay. Now on all these white chocolate ones, I'm going to put a dark chocolate drizzle on top. These ones ended up being my husband's favorite. My son decided to come say hi. These will look much better when you pull them off the saran wrap and they don't have all the extra around them. I also noticed as I was going that if I went a little slower with it, it came out a little bit better. I thought like the faster you went, the better it would go, but that wasn't the case. My daughters came up with the idea to make some chocolate covered raisins because we had a bunch of raisins and we had some extra chocolate of both types. I didn't really like the way I'm doing it here. It ended up just like lumping together and not looking as good. But when we do the white chocolate, you'll see that that one came out much better. As you can see here, when I pour it out, it just turns into like a solid mass. So I'm going to do my best to break it up with a spoon, and then from there I end up just finding it's easier to just use my fingers to break it apart. These ones don't look too pretty, but I promise they tasted really good, and my kids ate them right up. I will definitely make them with the second method I used from now on, though. Those ones came out much better. Now I'm going to do the white chocolate. What I decided to do here was take them and sprinkle them out on here, and then I'm going to spread them out a little bit and just drizzle the chocolate over top. Doing it this way, as it hardened, it kind of made like a raisin bark, and you could just break it apart to however big or small you wanted the chunks to be, and my kids really like that. So I just let these cool and harden. They harden really fast. Then I just take them and store them in an airtight container. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked this video, and maybe I gave you the idea to make some chocolate covered strawberries and show you how easy they really are and you don't have to buy them, and save some money too.